Let's bring in Texas Republican Congressman Tony Gonzales. A humanitarian crisis. Now, the border is secure, mind you. Everything's good to go down at the border, but humanitarian crisis in D.C. and some other cities around the East Coast. Your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, my message to Mayor Bowser is welcome to the Biden border block party. And this is a party you don't want to get invited to. This is how the party goes. It starts off bad, it gets worse, and just when you think it can't get any worse, it does, right? No matter what you do, this is a federal problem, and only Joe Biden can solve this. So, yes, it is absolutely a humanitarian crisis. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to the mayor, and I'm going to connect her with some of my mayors in my district, Democrat mayors, by the way, that have seen this firsthand.
And we all know that, of course, Arizona Governor Doug Ducey, Texas Governor Greg Abbott started busing these migrants to kind of give people like Mayor Bowser a taste of what the Southwest has been going through. I want to play one more soundbite from the mayor because it has a very unique ending, and I want to get your thoughts on that. Watch.
Well, it's obviously politically motivated, and the reason why we're different in this is that people aren't coming to D.C. as their final destination. What we see is that they are moving on to their final destinations through D.C. And also what makes us different is we need to ask the president for use of our National Guard.
Not the National Guard on the border, mind you. No, you don't want to send them down there to try and maybe stop this crisis coming across the border. They need them in these cities. They need the National Guard to help these people assimilate into society. It doesn't sound like a rational, reasonable response.
It isn't. And, you know, it is politically motivated. And the politics are on the Democratic side. The politics are with Joe Biden and their failed border policies. You know, it's not just D.C. where this is happening. Every city in America, this is happening, whether it's in the dead of night. What we need to do is the federal government, starting with this administration, instead of busing folks and flying folks to cities all over the United States, if folks do not qualify for asylum, we need to bus them and fly them back to their country of origin. This is the only way it stops. Otherwise, it's just going to continue to happen. This week it's D.C., maybe next week it's Chicago, maybe the week after that it's San Francisco.
And you talk about numbers, Congressman. I want to put these up because these are the number of buses and migrants that have been bused to D.C. Buses 150, migrants 6,000 plus. Over the past 18 months, the estimates are there have been 2 million plus migrants that have crossed into the United States and all across the United States.
Yeah, the D.C. mayor is begging for help right now. They're a city of 700,000, and they've gotten roughly the same amount of migrants that Eagle Pass, a city of 29,000, the same amount of migrants that we have gotten in 1 week. So imagine, we've been at the forefront of this crisis for over a year. It's not going to stop. What needs to happen is every mayor in the United States needs to come together and needs to get the White House to the table and go, this has to stop, because it's not going to end with D.C. This is a federal issue. It starts with the White House. Congress has a role to play. I'm willing to sit down with anyone to make sure our border is secure and this nonsense ends.
Texas Republican Congressman Tony Gonzales, always great to have you on, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, fellow Texas Republican Congressman Mike McCall on his invite from Speaker Pelosi to visit Taiwan under an intensifying China threat.